Hey, this is Tom J here again for another installment of the King of Craft Beer Reviews. So, tonight, for your drinking pleasure, my partner and I, Marty, this is actually my cousin, he's also the beer burglar, that's what he's known as. We are glad to bring you, straight from Monson, Massachusetts, the infamous Julius IPA. There's been much made of this beer. People are freaking out about it. We got to thank Gino.
You know, we keep thanking Gino for all these beers he's bringing us. You know, Tree House. He took that ride up. We're in New Jersey, northern part of New Jersey, and he took a ride up to Monson, Massachusetts. And I got a text from him on a Saturday morning, just saying good morning. And I knew it was a little peculiar when he texted me on a Saturday morning. And I said, "Where are you?" And then next thing you know, I get a text message back with a picture of the Tree House sign out in front of the brewery. And I said, "You're going to make some people very, very happy today."
And he sure enough did. All right, so yeah, I can't believe we have this beer in our hands because, you know, if you're beer geeks like we are, and we're always on on YouTube and the internet, and we're always checking out different reviewers. And not too many people are able to get this. If you don't live in the Northeast, and if you don't deal in beer trading, you're not getting this.
A funny thing is, we were actually watching a couple of the guys in England today, Simon and Hop Zine and those guys, and they were talking about the top IPAs of 2015, and they were freaking out because somebody that's over there who's probably an American was talking about Julius and Green and everything from Tree House. And they were freaking out because they've never had it.
Right, they can't get it. Which hopefully one day that'll change. But right now the brewery's very small. It's a small little brewery up on the southern border of Massachusetts. It's basically a giant barn. They pump out as much as they could, but the supply of the stuff is limited. They have no distribution. They distribute to a couple of bars and pubs in the area, maybe like 6. And that's it. You got to go to the place, or you have to have somebody send you some.
Okay.
So
today's Friday the 13th, November 13th, and looking at the can on the bottom, this has a born-on date of the 4th. So we're looking at about 9 days old, right about now.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any better than that.
It's awesome, awesome, awesome.
So we should crack them open.
Yeah, let's do it. All right, here we go. I smell it already.
Oh yeah. Kind of reminds me of the Port 15 is the only other beer that I've gotten cracked open and explodes. Give it a nice little aggressive pour, see what we get.
Okay.
All right, beer in the glass, and
you get it up there.
Up in the glass and the light for you. Yeah.
All right, so this I got like maybe a finger and a half. Marty's got like a big finger.
I like to put my I like just to give it a little, just so you can see it on your end. I like to put a light right to it, and this thing is so cloudy.
You can't see through this.
You can't see a thing, and that's not chill haze.
It's cloudy as hell. It's cloudy as hell. It's very, very, very hazy, cloudy, whatever you want to call it. It's chock full of all sorts of matter in there. So yeah, you really cannot see through it. It's a beautiful, pretty much orange, amber orange color. It's got an off-white head. It's got a nice tight foamy head.
Get a little bit of mixture of bubbles. I got some, it's not rocky, but I'm getting some larger bubbles and then some real tight bubbles on top. Yep. But it's definitely fluffy, and it is an off-white.
All right, let's get a nose. Oh my goodness!
I smelled that out of the can, but it smells even better out of the glass. You know, right off the bat, we did the haze, and the haze definitely had a little more hop to it. But this is very citrusy, very orangey. It's like you can smell orange juice.
This is like straight up orange juice in a glass.
I'm getting not only getting I'm getting a whole multitude of
I'm getting some pininess.
Here.
I'm getting some pininess.
Sometimes I have a difficulty sometimes picking up the pine smell, but a little bit. I'm getting a lot of peach. I'm getting orange. I'm getting mango.
Yeah, I'm getting a load of
Very
citrus.
tropical.
A load of citrus. I'm getting a load of orange. I'm picking up the pine. A slight dankness, not much. It's pretty bright. It's a bright smelling, really fresh smelling. The aroma is like super duper fresh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
This
Yeah,
smells,
it's like, to me, it's like oranges and fresh pine needles,
Mm-hmm.
and some tropical fruit in there, like maybe some peach.
Yeah, definitely peach. I get a lot of peach. A lot
Wow.
of peach, a lot of mango.
Oh my God.
It smells delicious.
It smells unbelievable. Look at the color of this. Look at this.
It's murky.
It's weird.
It's
It's
it's like if you were a scuba diver and you had to go down looking for like a dead body
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something. You can't see in front of your face. You'd be swimming. You'd have to feel because you definitely can't see. You're not going to see.
unbelievable.
So we say get a taste. And cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you, Gino.
Thanks, Gino. Oh. That's pretty
I need
intense.
to take it in.
That's
I need
intense.
to take it in.
Oh my
I need
God.
a little more. Get some good carbonation too. With
Yeah,
the
it's
mouth,
creamy. Okay, let's
flavor.
begin.
The flavors.
All right, the flavors, because they're intense. I'm getting orange juice big time. To me, it's an orange juice bomb with some other citrus flavors, maybe a little bit of grapefruit and some peach, and it tastes like that mixed with beer. It's like a fruit. You know what I don't understand how they do this, how they make a drink that basically tastes like it has uber amounts of like orange juice and grapefruit juice in it, and they're doing it all with water, barley, yeast, and hops. There's nothing added. There's no juice added to this, but it tastes like juice. It's amazing.
You know, King, what I get out of this is I get the orange juice. You know, the oranges, the orange juice, the strong flavors. But I'm also getting strong peach. I'm getting the slight bit of mango.
Yeah.
And I'm getting pineapple.
Yeah. Definitely.
I had to take another sip, and I'm like, is that pineapple? I'm getting pineapple.
Yeah, it's due to the hops. I'm not exactly sure which hops they're using. It could be like Mosaic. You know, there are several hops that really push out a tropical flavor. And
the last time I had pineapple juice when I was in the Dominican Republic. I feel like I took the whole morning, everything in the morning. I'll take a little bit of orange juice, a little pineapple juice, a little peach, a little mango. Let's pour it into one big glass, and this is what we're getting. And some alcohol content with some carbonation, beautiful mouthfeel. It's creamy.
Yeah.
It's medium to me. I'm getting medium to heavy, not heavy, but I'll say medium, but creamy with carbonation in it.
Yeah, and I have to say that there's absolutely no alcohol flavor, no hint of alcohol. I don't even feel any heat from alcohol.
Well, it's
completely.
a single IPA.
It's a single IPA, but it's 6 and change. You know, it's
not.
It's 6.8. It's almost 7%. You know, when it reaches that point, you start to look. Okay, does it show any alcohol? This one does not. Not to me, anyway. The mouthfeel, it's like silky smooth, creamy, going in your mouth. Basically, I'm getting a major tropical burst when I take a sip of this, along with some medium bitterness. It slides down your throat, nice and creamy, and you're left with a sweet, slightly bitter, and a little bit of nice soft malt at the end. Very, very nice finish.
You know, we did the haze just a couple days ago, and the haze was pretty much kicked your butt right up front with the bitterness.
Yeah.
And in the middle, and then it seemed to have a really nice finish to it, and just kind of died out. That bitterness died out, and you're left with the flavors. This seems to give you a very balanced bitter throughout. The beginning, the middle, and finish. You get the finish
Well, there's less hops, and this is not. I mean, the haze is a bigger
it's just
beer.
different. It's
Yeah,
different.
it's different, but almost the same mouthfeel. You know, it's a little bit of a difference, but not much. That's like a signature Tree House thing. I would imagine, because I also did a review on the Eureka, and it's got a very similar mouthfeel. It seems to me that they make all their beers with that. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how it's done, but they all come with that luxurious mouthfeel. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay. What do you say we let this warm up a little bit?
All right, and we'll be back.
Yeah, we'll be back in a little bit, and we'll let you know what we think. Okay, we're back. Yeah, so we let this Julius warm up a little bit. Mark, what did you get out of it? Did it change any with the heat? With the temperature?
I got no change in it. I mean, it's delicious cold. It's delicious. When it warms up a little bit, it's the same. It's the same profile all the way through.
What I noticed is that just for me, the flavor of the fruit, the citrus, there was an explosion of extra flavor when it heated up. When it got warmer, the delicious flavor that I had when it was cold intensified for me. You know, I like to do that. I like to drink my beers, start them off cold, and then let them get warm because they almost always change in some way with the temperature.
You know, a lot of times when I go to drink a beer, I like to read the labels to see what I'm in store for. Usually I read them in the store because then I'll know if I'm going to like it or not. I kind of have a particular type of beer that I like. So I'm reading this label.
They could have changed the font on this.
It's a little tough to read.
Light
I
orange
have to
can
use my light.
Yeah.
So basically what it says here, it says, you're fortunate enough to be holding Tree House Brewing Company's flagship American IPA, Julius. Julius is a bright tropical beer filled with flavors and aromas of peach, mango, passion fruit, and a melange of citrus. It is gentle on the palate while still incredibly hop saturated. It is the result of our uncompromising dedication to fresh, progressive, delightful beer. We hope you enjoy it with laughter, good cheer, and in the company of those you love. I love you, man.
I love you. I love you, Marty.
Yeah, I love you, King. So, back to the review.
Listen, I agree 100% with what was said here as far as the tastes and aromas. And we drank a 16-ouncer each. Listen, I got to be honest. I'm pretty buzzed. I got buzzed off of one 16-ouncer. This is so fresh, and it hit me pretty good because I didn't have much of a dinner. And yeah, good stuff.
You know, I think, you know, it says that it's got the mango and the passion fruit. I think the passion fruit is probably what's bringing out that pineapple flavor to me when I'm drinking.
It could be. I mean, it's hard to actually differentiate between each fruit, you know, because there's really actually no fruit in this.
We're not culinary experts on flavor.
I mean, you know, do I actually remember do I actually remember what passion fruit actually smells like? No, kind of. You get little notes, little hints of flavors from your past, you know, from your culinary past, and then you decipher it into the beer that you're tasting.
So what do you say? You got a rating on this?
Yeah, I think it's time, but I'll defer to you.
How can I not give it anything but 100? I mean, you know, I hate to give those numbers out, but Tree House is just a phenomenal brewery. The beers that they're coming out with, I've had only two from them. I've had the Haze, and I've had the Julius. Two slightly different types of beer. One's a double IPA. This is a single IPA. One having a little more of hoppiness to it, but flavor-wise, the mouthfeel. It just uncompromising, unbeatable. This is probably one of the best beers I've ever had. Definitely a 100.
For me, you know, I'm gonna concur. I'm gonna concur with my cousin here because this beer is unlike. Honestly, it's unlike any other IPA I've ever had. To this point, you know, me drinking beer, drinking IPAs, I don't think I've ever had anything like this before. It's extremely fresh. It's balanced like you can't believe. It's got a mouthfeel to die for. The flavors and the aromas are killer. If you see this in a store, obviously you're not going to be able to get it. You're not going to see it in a store. But if you can get your hands on this, if you live in the Northeast, or if you can beer trade with somebody, get it. It's a beer that you will not want to miss, especially if you're a severe, IPA geek like we are. Right?
Yep.
Good stuff. I'm gonna finish this up, and this is 100 for me. If I could give it more, I would, for sure.
Just want to finish up with just a little plug, and this is totally off topic of the beer. You see, the King and I, we're sporting beards here, and being that it is the month of November, we do support cancer awareness, and we joined up on one of the local police departments who are doing a fundraising for cancer awareness. So we're supporting the noshave.org movement this month.
It's a worthy cause. We made a small donation, and you get a little hair on your face for a month. It's a very, 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 very small price to pay. If we could help one person, it's worth it. So, okay, I think we're done here. This was a good review. I'm glad I had somebody to bounce off of here. This was great. And this is Tom J. and Marty, the Beer Burglar, signing off the King of Craft Beer Reviews. And until next time, always remember to drink responsible, and I'll see you